There we go. How we're doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly. I'm on, and today we're getting played with a little bit of a DC deck building game, or specifically the Rebirth. DC deck building game has been going probably, I don't know, as long as Legendary, but they've got a lot of sets. Most of them are standalone, but they can't be played solo and co-op out of the box, right? With those, you need to actually buy a Crisis Pack, which then gives you the story beats to be able to play. And so I debated backing this a long time ago when they were doing their multiverse one, because they were basically making the decks cheaper. They were like 25 bucks. But either way, I would want to get everything, and that's a lot of money. But somebody had this up on eBay pretty cheap, and I was doing deck building week, so of course, for some reason, it dawned on me, let me see about this. But the Rebirth is specifically a true co-op or solo game. It can be played solo. I'm playing it three-handed co-op solo. If you play regular solo, you'll have an ally instead of controlling multiple decks. I control multiple decks all the time, so for me, I'm messing with my threat track down here. It's annoying me. So that's no problem for me. I would put this akin to like the Marvel United kind of system where you're moving around trying to defeat bad guys and stuff with some deck building added into it. And really the only reason I've never got into the DC deck building game is, well, two things. I'm not as big of a fan of DC. I wear this crypto shirt all the time because I got it in it was in a Funko Loot DC superheroes box, that I used to subscribe to. So I'm not as big of a DC fan. But the second reason is the simplicity of DC. They only use one resource for everything. Now, I don't know if that changes your decision space, because now it's like, okay, do I want to use all of that power for recruit, or do I want to use all that power for attack? Either way, I figured let me go ahead and give this a shot first. I figured if I like the deck building play and the way this works out, then I might look into the regular deck building game. There is a upcoming crowdfunding campaign for Green Lantern. It's supposed to have another one-shot scenario, so that's another thing. This is a campaign game. I'm playing the tutorial now. The tutorial comes inside of the second scenario, but you can go onto their website and download the scenario. It's basically just a card and tells you how to set it up. But you can get these add-on scenario packs, and there's been 3 so far, and you mix these into your campaign. So my plan is to try to mix these in as I go through the campaign. The campaign is, I forget how many envelopes. Let's see here. Steve's curious to hear my thoughts. Steve, after my bashing on the Magic yesterday, I would imagine nobody ever wants to hear my thoughts. 1, 2, 3, I think it's 8, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so there's 8 campaign packs. As you go through the campaign, you unlock more abilities, so forth and so on. So I want to get through this, and then I will try to do that. Sam, I keep seeing them in stores, but not seeing one play. It's because this is old. So this is something I've been saying with my channel lately is I'm not getting a lot of the new stuff. So I'm playing a lot of old stuff. I feel like I sold you on the Magic set. I feel like there's a lot of these co-op things they made, and it didn't do well when it first came out. But I feel like now the co-op and solo market is so much bigger than it was when these first came out that I really feel like they should try to invest more. But they added the 2 scenario packs I think it was in the multiverse campaign, and maybe they didn't sell very well, so they decided not to make a standalone. Now, I will say one other thing. There is a new smaller box. So if you want a kind of a versus box that's like this, that's smaller and cheaper, I don't think it's better than Legendary. I don't think anything will be Legendary. My DC Legendary isn't here, which is why I'm playing this instead of DC Legendary. But there's a Supergirl Lobo box that I guess was supposed to come out for the Supergirl movie. And we know how publishers and getting things out on time is never in correlation with the movies. Also, I've heard the movie flopped. But there is a kind of a game like this, but it's more of a versus, but you're doing the same movement and stuff. So they say there isn't an official scenario for adding that into this game, but you could use the characters and you could use the locations. So I probably will see if I can somehow mix that into the campaign. Then again, I might have to play the whole thing all over again when scenario 4 comes out, because I'll probably be done. So DC Legendary, I was thinking Marvel. The DC one just came out. So the DC Legendary is releasing now. I think a couple content creators have got it. I think Colin did a playthrough over on Meet Me at the Table. And then, of course, one of the biggest Legendary channels, Bagel Top. I think anybody who likes Legendary knows Bagel Top. He did a huge long stream going through every single one of the bosses, and I think he did a Marvel versus DC. But either way, that's my diatribe. That's my rambling. Let's go ahead and flip over and get started. The latest core I've able to get. I love DC deck building. Oh, this is the latest core you got. Okay, so Ricardo actually has it. New Kickstarter campaign coming up, Ricardo, if you weren't here when I went through that. So we are set up here, and this is where I kind of mentioned the Marvel United-esque. We have these locations. So in the training scenario setup, welcome to Rebirth. Before you take a full Rebirth campaign, try out this short introductory scenario. Can you defeat the 2 supervillains before time runs out? If you cannot, add this card to the lineup. Okay. If you cannot add a card to the lineup, the scenario ends. So basically, we can't add any more cards to these lineup locations. All right. Need to work together, 2 to 4 players, go around the city, and then stop the villains to do it. Consult the rulebook. So this is, again, where basically it's saying you don't need to read the full rulebook. You just read the setup, which is on page 4, movement on page 11, and then how villains function on page 12 and 13. And then leave the back of the rulebook face up, which I didn't do. So we know the turn order. There we go. There we go. So for this setup, it has us use a specific location. So every single one of the scenarios, right, is going to have a card and it's going to tell us how to set everything up. In this particular case, it wants us to use these locations on these particular sides. So we have the Daily Planet, and it's random. Daily Planet on side A, which allows us to discard a card. We can reveal the top card of our deck and we can discard it. The police station here. I don't know why I can just go around the map. Let's start at the top, I guess. 1 is Star Labs. It gives us we can pay 3 move to draw a card. That's on the A side. City Hall is on the B side. It gives us this flight stack that we can buy for 3. The next location is the police station. We can discard a card, put a card from your discard pile on the bottom of your deck. You may choose the discarded card, and that basically is on side A. We already went over the Daily Planet, and then last one is Arkham Asylum. Basically, it's on side B, which gives us the Toss stack, which we can buy for 3. So this is a +2 power card. I can move a target villain from your space up to 2 spaces. This one here was a range 3, meaning we have some range to go. +1 power. Your character, place your character in any space. So we're basically flying around. So the objective of the game is to defeat the supervillains. So we had to build our deck a very specific way. Normally there's 84 cards and you build your decks in 3 different piles. In this case, it told us to basically make 2 15 card stacks, 1 5 card stack. The rest of the cards went back into the box. We added the 2 villains. So we have Despero and Amazo. They got added into one of the 15 card stacks. That stack went on top of the 5 card stack after a shuffle. And then the other 15 card stack went on top of that. So basically, Amazo and Despero are roughly about roughly 30 cards down-ish. They're between, 15 and 30, somewhere in that range. And that's it. So on our turn, we will play just like normal deck building game, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will have our hand of 5 cards. We do that for everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is gonna be hard with discard piles. 3, 4, 5. Let me spread everybody out a little bit so I have some room for discard piles. All right, I'll just turn them sideways. So we have our set of cards. Punch, right, gives us power. Run gives us move. Helping Hand has an assist, meaning we can assist somebody with this in our hand with a range 0. This is really the only downside of playing multi-handed are these assist cards do come in very helpful. So you have to pay attention to your assist cards, which I usually forget. I have to do that in Astro Knights and I usually forget. Target player may move 1 character 1 space. So basically we're helping them move and giving them a power. Range 0 means I need to be on the same spot. And then we have another power card. Let me see. I think there's another card. Punch, 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 punch. Okay, so looks like Jessica Cruz is just going to be doing a lot of punching. Maybe that is all the cards. Yeah, that was it. So that was all the cards. All right. So on our turn, we'll be able to move, right? So move around to the different locations. If we're on a location, we can buy a card. If we're on a lineup card, same thing, we can buy the card. If we're on a villain location, 2 things. We can either fight the villain, Again, only one set of resource points, so we will fight them, get rid of them, and then we will get some type of reward. If we're on their location, they can't move. There's my mouse. They can't move. They have to stay put. So we will get attack, though, when they go. So, for example, here, Cheetah, her attack is put a card that costs 2, 3, or 4 from your discard pile into your space. So that means that basically we're going to we're going to lose a card that we bought. That's what it looks like. Yeah, so I'm imagining that's what that does. It makes us get rid of a card. We have Eradicator, for example. His attack is he destroys a non-villain card in our space. Or maybe space is our play area. Is that what they're calling the play area? That might be what they're calling the play area. Shuffle your cards. Or is it the space I'm standing on? That doesn't make sense that I would destroy a non-villain card in my space. I mean, I guess it would. I would destroy this card that's in this space that I'm on. Cards in your hand. When you play a card, game resolved, do not play cards. No, there's no mention of space. I'm going to imagine space is the space I'm standing on. Thanks for giving some exposure. Not as beloved legendary, but it keeps getting better. Yeah, like I said, the new one is the Green Lantern. I actually like Green Lantern stuff. There is also, I didn't mention this, in Scenario Pack, I think it's in Scenario Pack 1, they did add something for Darkest Night. So you can actually, there's a special scenario for Darkest Night. It can't be added into the campaign. It just says it's like a one-shot scenario. So yeah, so they will attack if we're standing in the location, but it prevents them to move it. The reason we want to prevent them from moving is they all have a destination. So 3, 4, 3, they want to get to that location, and they're going to take the shortest path. But right now, Cheetah will be at her location. If the villain gets to their location, instead of one person taking damage, everybody takes damage. So that's really why we don't want them to get to their spots, to the location that they're trying to get to. Yeah, I think that's all that happens. When villain reaches a destination, it longer moves. During step 2 of each player's turn, that player is attacked by each villain at its destination, and any others per usual. Yeah. Do whatever you can to prevent them from getting their destinations. Yeah, so basically because they get to the destination, then we're triggering a lot of a lot of possible destruction going on. I do know that there are locations can take damage, but this one's not going to do that. So in this threat track, when the big bads come out, the threat track will go up. There may be other things that'll cause the threat track to go up. Because this is the tutorial, it had me cover up these other bad things that can happen. So this is really all we're going to have is 2, right? 1, 2, because there's only 2 in there. So nothing's really going to happen. Think about the space you occupy here. There are 5 locations, but spaces between count as a zone. Yes. Yeah. So the spaces are the ones in between the locations. Yeah. Which they've called the lineup. So. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So we'll go ahead and start with Flash. Flash, at the start of each turn, he gets 2 move. He can pay 5 move to have a player draw a card. When we come in, we can come in wherever we want. We need 6 to defeat her. So Flash is not going to be able to defeat her. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even Wonder Woman won't be able to defeat her because she's only got 5. Or Jessica Cruz has only got 5. But if we do an assist. Now that's the turn order. Is there a defined turn order? Do not remember. Turn sequence. Start your turn, villain's turn. Each player. Okay, the team decides who. Okay. After seeing the cards, opening lineup, and the cards each player has drawn, the team chooses who goes first. This scenario and just this scenario. Okay. And then you go clockwise. Okay. I was like, can I just choose who goes first each turn? No. All right. So we need to determine who's going to go first. I think actually that wouldn't be. The problem is I need him out. And I need the assist card. And this assist card. To have Jessica be able to defeat. So if we don't discard our assist card, then we'll be able to do that. So we'll go ahead and have Flash come out here. 1, 2, 3. We're holding on to that. So he's got a lot of movement. He has 2 plus 2, so he's got 4. Oh, I can move. So actually, I don't need to start there. Let's start where I can buy something. Can I buy anything? I can buy Flight. I can buy Toss. Yeah, I don't mind him moving because he's only going to move 1 space. He needs to get to 4, which is way down here, so I'm not really worried about him either. All right, do I want power and move 2 spaces and move the villains? Or assist range 3, I can give somebody 1 power and I can go to any space. I think for Flash, he has so much movement. So let's go ahead and go here first. We'll go ahead and get our Toss for a 3. And then I have 4 movement basically total. So 1, 2, 3. I just won't use the last one. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Then we will have. Yeah, the discard thing is going to cause me issues. All right. During each of your turns, you play 3 or more cards with the same type. You may move a target villain 1 space. Well, we're going to defeat her. So we're going to go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to have Flash assist. So he's range 0 plus 1 power. And then, of course, the target player. Jessica could move 1 space. So she is defeating this one. So reward, target player gains a card with 4 or less from their space and puts it into their hand. Oh, there's no. Well, that doesn't work. I needed to let her move, I guess. There's no cards here. Well, it defeats her. I mean, it defeats her. That probably wasn't the best one to go after. Probably should have just gone after Scarecrow, but she was 1 away, so somebody would have had to stand there anyways. Okay, that's fine. We'll just defeat her. We don't get anything from that. Then we do get Wonder Woman coming out, though. Oh, no, hang on. We don't refill yet. I don't think we do that yet. Drunken, not seen this one. Very enjoyed DC deck building game. Going to have to watch this from the start. It was a long ramble for a while. When do I refill? Target, locations, damage, signature, side missions, mixing. Oh, here we go. Step 4. Add the top card of the main deck to the lineup slot with the fewest cards, including villain. So, okay, so that happens at the beginning of our turn, which I forgot to do that one. Sorry. Oh, at the very first turn of the game, skip step 2, 4. Okay, so we're gonna do that on the next turn. All right. Gotta read Will from top to bottom. All right. We did that. She got rid of that. During your turn, if you played 3 or more cards of the same type, which she did, I can move the target villain 1 space. There's no villain for me to move anymore. So I think that's all she did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so that is hers. This is how I'll do it. Now that you guys know who I'm playing, we'll just put the cards on top of them. All right, so we have Wonder Woman. We need to stop somebody from moving. The second time you play an assist card during each player's turn, target player draws a card. So I have no assist. She has 4 power and 2 move. So 4 power doesn't get her anything. So I guess we will do, since she's about assisting, we'll go ahead and go here. We'll use our 3 power to get Superman. And then she has 2 movement. She'll have to gain a weakness. That's fine. All right, then we're going to move her here so that way she stops Scarecrow from moving. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She does have a helping hand. I need to remember to put the helping hands on top. All right, now we do the next player. Okay, so we did all that, and then okay, now it's the villain's turn. It's weird it doesn't have the villain's turn in here. Oh, here it is. Okay, now we're starting back at the 1. Okay. Start of turn effects happen. There are no start of turn effects. Villains at their destination sharing space with active player attack only the active player, resolve them in the order of our choosing. So she will gain a weakness. And then he is going to move to 4, which is quicker for him to go this way. So he's going to come down here to Arkham Asylum. All right. Villains not sharing a space is moving the shortest path. Add the top card of the deck to the first lineup slot with the fewest cards, including villains. If there's a tie, so the first slot without any cards is down here. All right. And then step 5, play cards. All right, so we're back on. Oh, I wonder if I'm supposed to do that after each person's turn. Yeah, that was supposed to happen after each person's turn. I got to rewind that a little bit. That was supposed to happen after each person's turn. So that would have changed where I sent Wonder Woman. So Flash would have been here and stopped Cheetah. Cheetah would have attacked Flash. I'll put a card that costs 2, 3, or 4 from your discard pile into your space. There weren't any, so that wouldn't have happened. He would have moved here. We would have played this top card to the first space without something. He had moved. It would have been here. Then Jessica would have came out. She defeated Cheetah. End of her turn. Scarecrow would have moved here. And he would have moved here. And we would have refilled to this one. Then Wonder Woman would have gone. And I got her flight. So his is destroy a non-villain card in your space, which would be this. So he's just destroying cards in the spaces. Attack, gain a weakness. So everybody would gain a weakness here. So what I wanted her to go, well, I would have had to because I wouldn't have had enough movement to go anywhere else. So there. And then the end of her turn, we would have drawn and put one here. There we go. There we go. So I needed to do that after each turn. I think I fixed it with some timey-wimey shenanigans as I usually do. He wouldn't have moved. He would move. So they don't attack yet. Because they attack on step 2. So he actually would not have activated. He would have activated, which is what gained us our weakness on the previous turn. All right, we're good to go. I think we're back where we are. All right. So back to Flash. So Flash has 2 movement, 4 movement. All right, so he's going to spend 4 plus the 1 bonus he has to draw a card. He has 1 movement left and 3 power. So he's going to attack everybody no matter what. She has an assist, which would give us 4 power, but not 5. And actually wouldn't be, we're on this together. Discard a card, put a card from your discard pile to the bottom of your deck. You may choose the discard a card. The problem with that is it's just going to come right back into my hand. So 3 power is only these 2. I can't even get up there. So I can't do anything. Reveal the top card of your deck. You may discard it. That doesn't help me. Yeah, Flash can't do anything. You use the draw card ability, and it gave me nothing. All right, discard my hand. I did have 1 more movement, but like I said, moving here doesn't do any good because he's already there. He's 7. Right off the bat, we have a 7. So unless we're all in the same spot, so we can all assist each other. Yeah, I should have moved here, though, because I think we're going to have to assist to even be able to get to 7 right now. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Did we get the assist? Yes. But that's not going to be enough. All right. So Miss Cruz. Oh, hang on. End of turn. Sorry. End of turn. We got to do this whole thing. Destroy a non-villain card in your space. There are no non-villain cards in my space. Gain a wound or weakness. I feel like that's kind of brutal if they go after every single turn, though. Because she's just standing there and she has to wait until it's her turn again to even be able to attack. She's going to have 3 wounds or weaknesses before that ever happens. That doesn't seem right. All right, these not moving, they're not moving. Top card with the least number of cards. They all have the same amount of cards. So this is going to go here. Should probably do that this way. Let me just double check. That seems like an awful lot of weakness she's going to be taking. Turn sequence. Turn sequence. Shuffle up, did all that. Now it's into your turn, place cards. Draw 5 cards. Next player starts their turn. Yeah, so they start their turn, so you go to the beginning of the turn sequence. Yeah, wow, okay. That's a little bit more difficult than I thought. Okay. So, Jessica, if she plays 3 or more of the same, I can move a villain. So, by moving him, he would stop making everybody destroy cards. Oh, hang on. Jessica was here. Jessica would have had to destroy this card. I missed that. So this actually would have came down here. All right, so I do have 3 of the same type. It is just a bunch of movement. She has absolutely nothing because she has 1 power. So we're going to go ahead and move here. And then we're going to move the target villain 1 space. So he's going to come back here. That just means he's going to come in this space and not attack on the next turn. Yeah, that's a whole bunch of move for nothing. Their assist. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did not get her assist that time. All right. Villains are going to attack or move. Attack. Oh, I need some discard. I'm going to need to get rid of those weaknesses. I don't know how to get rid of those weaknesses. I need a discard or destroy action. Then he's going to move back from where we just took him from. All right. And then this one. Oh, we got a new villain. Villain, gain a weakness. Sullivan Grundy. He's 7 as well. All right, we need to get some more hitting. We need to get some more power. We need some more tosses, I think. All right, so Wonder Woman. Does not have enough power. Maybe I should have moved her this way. Well, no, I needed to move. I mean, I had enough movement. But if I would have moved her this way. Well, she don't have assist anyways. That doesn't work. The number on the threat track doesn't change. No, right now it says ongoing each time a supervillain enters, then you increase the threat. So in a normal game, you could have multiple supervillains in the deck. And this one, because it's a tutorial, it only has 2. So. She only has 2 power. I need 5 to defeat him. I have 2 movement. I could have 3 power if I play my helping hand. Again, just a whole bunch of movement that does nothing. But 3 power is not going to help me. Now, he could come here, and he's not going to activate on his turn. But then I'll need to get one of them over here to defeat him. And that would be basically to use my 2, 4, 5 movement. So that way I could buy something for my 3 power. So I could either use the assist or that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could go all the way here, buy a toss. Then that's going to cost me that much to get back. If I go up here, then she's going to take 2 more weakness cards. And this is only +1 power. It's not helping. We need this one. Because nothing else is 3. This is 3. Cyborg is 3. +1 power. You may put an equipment with a cost 4 or less from your discard pile into your hand. So that lets me draw equipment back. I don't have any equipment right now. The jetpack. Place your character on any space. You may place this card on your new space. If you do, get 2 power. So I can go somewhere and get an additional 2 power. Maybe we do that. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to go 1, 2. We will acquire this. Oh, Solomon's only got to go to 2. He's going to go right there. We're going to go 1, 2. We're going to go back. Actually, no. I don't mind him moving. Let him move here. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to do. Villains only hit everyone if they're in the preferred location. Otherwise, they just hit whoever they're currently on. Yes. Yes. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to get rid of these. She's going to end up with a whole hand of weakness once. Watch. Ooh, she did get a lot of punch, though. 1, 2. Stupid move card. I really don't want these move cards. Like, I don't want the move cards. Now in the campaign, luckily, you'll be replacing those move cards with better move cards. All right. So he is going to make everybody destroy a card. There's no cards to destroy. He is going to move to here. He is going to move to here. All right. And then the spot with the least number of cards is here. Superpower, +1 damage, defense. Discard this to have target character within range to avoid an attack and get +2 power. Who gets the +2 tower? The +2 tower. The +2 power. The person playing the card? I'm guessing? Not the person you're playing it to. All right, so we have, again, way too much move. All right, we're doing the same thing we did last time. Draw another card. Another 2 moves. So we used 3 of his 6 move, or we used 5 of his 6 move. We just got another 2 move. So we have 3 movement again. We have 3 power. Plus, he can move 1 more space. So we have 3 power. We need that. We need to get that or this. This is nice because he can move him 2 spaces. So we're going to use 1, 2 movement for here. Then we use the 3 power. Now I have 1 movement left, but if I go 1 movement, he's going to make me destroy this card. So I'm thinking I stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So, since there's nobody there now, unfortunately. Oh, maybe I should have gone there. I had what? I had 3 movement. Yeah, I only had 3 movement left. 1, 2, 3. I would have ended up here. No, I had 4 movement left because I had the plus movement from the assist card. So I would have been 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, let's switch that. Let's go here instead. All right. So he's going to attack and gain a weakness. He's going to attack. He's in his preferred location. So everybody gains a weakness. He's going to attack. Everybody's in their preferred location. It says destroy a non-villain card. Nobody's got any non-villain cards. I don't believe it means to destroy these. I mean, I guess it could mean to destroy these, so the stack is less. We'll go ahead and say yes. Then there's less in here to buy. Yeah, so Jessica Cruz. I can push the villain again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. She has 4 attack. I don't think anybody has an assist, and they're not in her location anyways. Yeah. So, she cannot... we can push him again. I mean, that's really all we can do. Because move 2, 4 power. Sideboard, +1 power, put equipment 4 or less from your discard pile. No. I think I need to get the +2 power. So we're going to go ahead and move to... we're going to use her ability. I'm going to play 3 cards of the same type. So we're using her ability to basically push him again. And then we're going to use her movement to go here. We'll buy this. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Gain a weakness for Flash. That Wonder Woman's just, her deck is going to be nothing but weaknesses. Gain a weakness for Wonder Woman. That's where I feel the danger. Like, yeah, you're standing on it and keeps them from moving. Oh no, everybody gains a weakness because they're both on their preferred location. So, Flash gets another one. Wonder Woman gets another one. And I'm going to run out of weakness cards. I don't know what happens if you run out of weakness cards. Something doesn't feel right here. I don't know what, but something doesn't feel like it's right. Yeah, something doesn't feel right. I guess it's because I let them get to the location. I've not been able to take them out. So we're all taking weakness. But even still, like I said, with her being on top, board wipe reset, yeah. With her being on top of Scarecrow this entire time, she just keeps getting weaknesses because she's never gotten up to 5 to defeat him. So I feel like something they didn't do and something they probably should have done for the tutorial, they probably should have told you to take out, like, the higher level villains, and they didn't. Yeah, I feel like that's a miss in the rules. All right, so all locations have the same amount, so we get a blast up there. All right, so again, see, she still can't take him out. She still can't take him out. She's got 3 and lots of movement. So she has 4 movement. 1, 2. We'll go 3. I guess we'll gain blast. +2 power, pay X move. Move target villain in your space X spaces. Yeah, that's where that toss would have came in, but I hadn't gotten it yet. Yeah. All right, let's see how many weaknesses we can get. Whoops. Dang it. Wrong deck. That was Jessica's deck. That was right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here come the weaknesses. Yep. So now she only has 3 punch again and 2 weaknesses. So we need to... How do we destroy? I guess here, discard a card, put a card from your discard part of the bottom. But the only thing with that is it's not, what's the word? It's not destroying it, and it's not giving me a new card. Yeah, I have nothing that lets me destroy cards. All right, so all villains activate. He's at his preferred location. Everybody gets a weakness. I only have 2 left. I don't know what we're supposed to do in that case. I guess we're just out of weaknesses. Everybody gets a weakness. They can't. He's going to move here since nobody's playing with him anymore. Oh, actually, he should have been here already, right? Yeah, I forgot to move him last time. He should have been here already. So he would have activated. Everybody destroys a card in their space. So Wonder Woman destroyed Wonder Woman. We'll say that that gets destroyed and this gets destroyed because they're non-villain cards in their space. And Wonder Woman gets a Sonic Cannon, +2 power. Target number of villains within range 1. Move each of them 1 space away from you. Okay. That would get them off of their spaces. All right. Flash, what are we going to do, buddy? So Flash finally has power. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. He gets 2 move no matter what. Oh, that sucks. I need 7. I need 7. So he can defeat Scarecrow. I guess that's what we're doing. So he's gonna go 1, 2. Defeat Scarecrow. Move 1 and gain 2 power. So he does have 3 power. The problem is the move 1. Yep, move 1 will let him get a card. All right, we'll move 1. We'll gain this. All right, that one worked out a little bit. A little bit better, not much. Because like I said, we have the entire weakness deck in our hands. Good thing I played this tutorial, because this would be brutal as my first campaign game. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So that's what I figured was going to start happening. We're just going to have clogged hands with weaknesses, and no way to get rid of them. All right. So gives everybody weakness. Can't do that. Destroys a card in their space. Draw a card to go there. All right. Jessica Cruz. So she has 3 power and 5 move. She will not get to push this time. 5 move means I can pretty much go anywhere and get any card I want within 3 power. Double check. Yeah. All right. So we could. Well, we don't have enough move. I was going to say pay the 3 move, but we don't have enough move. Reveal the top card of our deck and discard it. The problem is that puts me, so if I go 1, 2, 1, 2, she won't be able to buy anything. If I go 1, buy, 2, 3, 4. Well, I could do that. Yeah, let's do that. All right. Oh, I have 5 move. I forgot. I do have 5 move, but I want to go here. So we're gonna go 1, buy that. Then 2, 3, 4. We're going to reveal the top card of my deck and discard it. I don't have a deck, so we're going to shuffle. Hopefully it's a weakness so we can get rid of it. I guess we'll keep it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move and 3 power. Sucks. All right. Everybody gets weakness. We don't have any more weaknesses. And then destroy card in your space. He just keeps destroying the card in Wonder Woman's space. All right. So, Wonder Woman. 1, 2, 3. So she just has 3 power. That is 7 for that equipment. Holy cow. She doesn't even have any move. So she can't do anything. She can't afford that card. And she has no moves. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody gains a weakness. There are no weaknesses. Destroy a card in the location they're on. All right, and then her next turn is equally bad. Not too bad. I forgot we got the jetpack, which we could use a +2 power. And then we do have this as an assist up to a range 3. So she could assist here. So we get flashed there. Then we have 7. 2, 3. No, he has 3, and then she would assist with 1, 4. We don't have 5. Oh, but I could draw. No, I don't have 5 movement. So the problem is, like, I could move him, and there's really no reason to move him because there's no more weakness cards. He's really the only one that would need to move because he's still annoying. All right, so if we have 3 power. And 2 movement. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, plus we have 2 here, so he's actually got 4 movement. Guess we get another. Guess we get another one of those. All right, so we're gonna move here. We're going to do the move target villain in your space, 2 spaces. 1, 2. And then that was 1 movement, 2 movement, 3 movement. We'll go ahead and get this. Yep, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I also don't know if certain character, I mean, everybody starts with the same hand. I don't know if certain characters' powers are better. So like here, that's a horrible hand. 2 power, and then the weakness. And I don't, let me double check with the weakness. I don't think the weaknesses go back to the weakness deck after they're played. Maybe that's where I've been messing up. Is generic DC or just specific storyline? I think it's just generic. Weakness. Some villains' attack calls you weakness. Do not... Oh, hang on. Weakness cards do not have a card type. You cannot buy them. Destroyed weakness cards are returned to their stack. Weakness stack runs out. Effects that would cause a player to gain a weakness do not do so, but any effect that cards still resolve as usual. The -1 VP is meaningless for Rebirth. It's just for competitive. So yeah, we have to destroy them. So I need something to be able to destroy these cards, and I have not found what it is yet. What destroys these cards? All right. So another reason I'm playing 3-handed is to see whether or not I feel like 3-handed is the ideal. And again, that's based on Marvel United. We found that 3-handed is ideal. And this one, I don't know if I feel like it's ideal. Because, right, we found out with Wonder Woman, right? She was taking 2 weaknesses before it was her turn again. I feel like 2 is probably gonna be my ideal. So when I play the actual campaign, I think I'm probably gonna do 2. You guys let me know, but I think I'm gonna do 2. All right. So Jessica can. Or did I do Jessica? No, I was ending the Flash's turn. That's what I was doing. So he's here. He's not gonna move. He's gonna make us destroy a card in our space. He's gonna make everybody gain a weakness. There are no weaknesses. Then we're gonna have a card come in to the spot with the least. Down here we have Batman, Hero 6, +2 power defense. Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you avoid a supervillain's attack, draw 2 cards. Otherwise, defeat the villain. Ooh! So, Batman, you do as a defense, and then it defeats the villain. Yeah, that's very good for those 7s. Alright, so she has 2 move, 3 power, 1 weakness. Just discard the weakness now. So, 3, she can't buy anything for 3. She can't buy anything for 3. She can't attack for 3. We don't have an assist. We need 7. We're not getting 7. Even with an assist, we're not getting 7. The question is, do I want to move her somewhere? 1, 2. I can move her here, but then I can't do that. 1, 2. I can do this. Reveal the top card of my deck and discard it. Guess that's what I'll do just in case it's a wound, because I'm about to shuffle. So 1, 2. I actually better put the wound back here because I hadn't discarded it yet. She hasn't bought many cards. Now that I realize it, she has I've not bought any cards for her. Games with a villain get a turn after each card is tough. Like Dice Throne, you lower the health per player. In Hero Realms, they get to hinder each turn. Yeah. No, we're gonna have to just discard that. See, Marvel United played 2-player quite well. Not sure 3 players really needed. We've played, and I don't know, maybe because I have more experience now, maybe it would change, David, but remember, that's how me and Audrey always played. And we lost more often than not, right? So we do have an assist. All right, so villains go. Nobody can gain a weakness. Destroy a card. Oh no, there is no cards here to destroy in that location. So he just stays there. Wonder Woman. So she now has 1, 2, 3 to you. All right, so I can have up to 1, 2. I can have up to 4 power if place your character in any space. You may place this card in the new space if you do get +2 power, which will allow me to get Jessica Cruz. Because I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need 7 for Solomon. So I think we'll do that. We'll go ahead and, because that's a draw 2 cards and discard a card, and she's got so many weaknesses. Yeah, that's a good idea. So we're going to go ahead and move to any space. We're moving exactly where we were to get this, and then put that in her space instead. And then I could place myself on any space, move 1 space, move. I've got 3 move. Which will let me draw a card. I don't think that's going to affect what I can do though, drawing a card right now. Probably not. I mean, the only thing it might do for me is maybe I draw a weakness. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Move to any space, and then we'll use her 3 movement to draw a card. Only play Team TN matched once, but the mechanics were each round, the turn order is random. But watch both boss gameplay. Shredder is way harder than Krang. Gets worse the more players you have in. Yeah, I always feel like there's a thing, because here's the other problem. Because every turn order we're drawing a card from that deck, in a 3-player game, we're going to hit those... We're going to hit the villains sooner, right? The super villains sooner. And we have to defeat the super villains before the deck runs out. So say they're at the bottom. That's basically 5 turns where we have to do that. So yeah, that gave us 1 more power, which does nothing for us. 1, 2. That's what I need. I needed this. She does have 4 punch, though. That's not bad. All right. Her whole thing is assisting, and she's not been able to assist at all. All right, so nothing happens there. Nothing happens there because there's no cards. Telepath, superpower, range 3. Put a card from your discard pile on top of your deck. Okay. All right, so back to Flash. So I get 2 movement. All right, so we're gonna do our movement combo like we always do to draw a card. Don't need the weakness. He has 3 power, and I have 1 movement left. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. We'll move up here. Get that card. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. He's already where he needs to be. He moves 1. Doesn't attack anybody. Then we'll put 1 more splashes. Hey, the Flash's helmet. Assist, range 3, move 3. You may destroy a card in your hand. There we go. There's our destroy. I don't know who's more important to have that because I think they all have weakness. It's so much weakness now. All right, so Miss Cruz. So she has... She has 3 power and 5 movement. 3 power and 5 movement. This was how much? 5. She could get a fly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All right, that's what we'll do. We'll move her over here. Buy the last fly. She doesn't have a lot of cards. I've not bought a lot of cards for her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now I'm starting to get the swing of things. Okay. Doesn't happen. There's no weakness. He moves to the Daily Planet. He's trying to find the real Superman. That's what it is. Location with the least. They all have the same. Hey, Superman, hero. He calls 7. Move to power 3. Villains in your current space and villains in spaces you move into move with you until you stop moving. Oh, he takes everybody with him. He takes the villains with him. All right. So, Wonder Woman. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 recruit. But I have no movement. That sucks. I have all the recruit I need, but I have no movement. And I have no way to, I have no movement, so I can't draw. I need 3 movement to draw a card. Yeah. That was a wasted turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's another thing. Like, it never feels good to not be able to do anything on your turn. And because there's no, like, here's just a random card you can buy. These are the random cards you can buy. You still have to get to them. So it always feels bad when you can't do anything on your turn. All right. Nobody gains weaknesses. Destroy a card in your space. There goes our helmet. There goes our helmet. Oh, we got Bizarro. He's got, that's fine. So he attacks, we gain a weakness. Our reward for defeating him is gaining a weakness. So we gain it. We no matter what, we're gaining a weakness that doesn't exist until we destroy one. All right, so these is left. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to figure out why did I have cards up there? All right, so yeah, that's useless. All right, so we have 3 power, and we can place our character in any space, and we have 2 more movement. So 3 power. Most we can get is this one over here. So we'll place our character in any space to get the jetpack. And then we have his regular 2 movement. See, I feel like I need to be together with somebody so we can play assist cards, right? So we will move. Oh, where's he going? 5? Oh, he's gonna end up there. But again, it doesn't matter. We can't gain any weaknesses. I don't care if he ends up there. So let's try to help. Is she gonna have enough? I don't think she's gonna have enough. No. She only got 2 power. The hope is that we can assist each other and get rid of these guys. Although now they're not really doing anything bad except for making us destroy things if we stay on top of the lineup cards. And again, I'm assuming when it said destroy in our space, that included these. Maybe it didn't, which means we would have had these still. Bizarro's easier. I can't help her defeat anyway, so yeah, maybe I go to Bizarro and leave him there, and then Wonder Woman can help me. Let's do that. All right. Doesn't move, doesn't move, doesn't move. All the stuff doesn't happen because the stuff doesn't happen. Then we do get Super Strength, +4 power, and an additional +1 power for each villain on your space. Ooh. Ooh, that's a nice one. All right. Unfortunately, it costs 7. I've gotten nowhere near 7. Put an equipment that costs 4 or less from your discard pile into your hand. I don't think we've bought any equipment for her yet. We have not. So, she can do absolutely nothing. I also enjoy the random turn order in Unmatched Adventures. Would be too easy to decide turn order in this one. Yeah, because of the assists and stuff. Yeah, I think you'd be able to like really figure it out. There is a true solo, right? Where you're still controlling 2 characters, but you only have 1 deck of cards. And the other character can only play your assist cards on you. So I think you put your assist cards to the side or something. I forget exactly what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I watched the how-to video on that. It's been a while. Slightly better hand. Slightly better hand. 2. She's got 4. And I can move a villain. But again, right now, moving the villains doesn't do anything to me. All right. End of her turn. Gain of weakness doesn't happen. Gain of weakness doesn't happen. Destroy a card in our space doesn't happen. Oh, no. I just did that, right? Or no, that was... I forgot to draw for Flash. Somebody didn't tell me that. One, two, three, 4, 5. Wow. Too much move. I mean, I get to draw a card, but too much move. And then I do have an assist, though. So I need to remember that. I have the assist there. No assist there. All right. So, draw a card. Goes here. Sonic Cannon. All right. Wonder Woman. Move 2, +2 power, move X, move target villain. Pay move X to move the villain. Okay. So she has 3. We can get to 4. That is not 6. That is not a 6. So the other question is, can I spend the 3 to buy anything here? But I only have 2 move. 1, 2. She wouldn't be able to get there. So let's... I'm probably going to move Flash so I can... Well, no. His assist card won't come into play. Oh, I could get her up to 4 power. And they can move. So I'd give her 2, 3, 4. But I'd use 1 movement, 2 movement, 3 movement. I'd need 5. I can't do anything again. Huh. Can move here and then maybe get that on a future turn. So we'll just use our 2 movement to go there. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, I got a Jessica Cruz card. I'm with Jessica Cruz. Now, the only thing with random turn order, right? So there's, what is it? Kinfire Chronicles is one that has a random turn order, and it can be very unforgiving. We do get an assist. We do have an assist for Cruz. It only gives her +1. All right. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Ooh, there's our first one. So this is our first supervillain. When a supervillain comes in, this happens immediately. Reward: each player puts 2 cards with a cost 0 from their discard pile into their hand. 10 to defeat. Where does he come in at? He comes in at the location with the least amount of cards. 2, 2. So down here, he's trying to get to 3, which is right next door. So that means he's going to be attacking every single time. But yeah, when they come in, let's double check. When they come in, they immediately attack. Super villains. Okay. If a threat tile allows for villain to move out of the space, it talks about... Okay, here we go. When a supervillain enters the lineup, it makes an attack against each player. Yeah. Then play continues. All right, so yeah. He attacks everybody. We all need to discard a punch. And she doesn't have a punch, so she would gain a wound. There are no wounds. Oh, she doesn't gain a wound. Or weakness. Sorry, weakness. Wounds are legendary. Well, yeah, I didn't want him to come out. I mean, I did, but I don't. He's 10. We're all going to have to be on that space, I think, to get rid of him. Yeah. Because that's the objective, is to defeat both of them. This, of course, would go up now, but it doesn't do anything because we're playing the tutorial. So, we'll do our move combo like we always do. We have... What do we have? We have 2 movement, 3 power. Yeah. Guess we'll just head down here to him. He's going to be here anyways, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's the same either way. So, we'll do 1, 2. I had 2 movement left. That will destroy this card, though. 3 power does nothing. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he's going to move to Arkham. Nothing happens there because we don't have that. Destroy this card. He's going to move towards 3. Which means now he's attacking us all again, so definitely have to get us down there. Well, he's at his location, though. We've got to move him. He can't stay there. All right, so we have another Jessica Cruz coming into play. All right. So I do have move 2 spaces, so Jessica does have this. All right. So this is useless. She's got 3 power as well. So we're gonna move. Again, I don't care about those guys. Yeah, so we're gonna move 1. Use our 3 power to get the Sonic Cannon. We'll do our second move to come down here. And then we'll use the move a target villain in your space. Oh, I can't do that. So this is a game where the order of play actually matters. So I would not have had the 3 power yet. Dang it. So do I just not move him? We'll all have to discard a punch. Yeah, I want... I want the +2 power card. So do that, and then that was our 1 move. I mean, we could move again to be here. I mean, it doesn't matter, but that way we're already there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have an assist, a bunch of weakness. All right. So, gain weakness, nothing happens. Clockwise. Gain a weakness, nothing happens. Everybody discards a punch. You can't gain a weakness. There are no weaknesses. Discard a punch. Discard a punch. All right. Because, yeah, nobody had a defense card. All right. And that's a regular villain. Psycho Pirate. Attack. Shuffle each card with cost 0 from your discard pile into your deck. Each player reveals the top card of their deck. You may discard any number of cards revealed this way. That's the reward. He's trying to go to 2. So he's trying to come over and hang out with Mr. Grundy. Alright, so... Oh, sorry. I forgot to do that one. So actually, he would have showed up here. Alright, so... We're going to draw 2 cards. Discard a card. That is horrible. So we will... I think we're all just coming down here because we have to defeat him, so that's fine. We'll just move here. Yeah, 1 power isn't doing anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's all these weaknesses. So we do have an assist. We do have a blast. So we currently have 4 power. 5. We have 5 of 10. It's nowhere near enough. Nowhere near enough. Even with an assist, it's nowhere near enough. Nothing happens. Everybody discards a punch. No punch, gain a weakness, no weaknesses. And then that is the last punch for Flash. Destroy the card. Nope. Non-villain card. That isn't there. Attack. Shuffle each card with a 0 cost into from your discard pile into your deck. That's pretty much everything that was in his discard pile. Okay. He gets his whole deck back. All right. Weakness. Nobody has weaknesses. Okay. So Flash is going to be able to do absolutely nothing except for move. So he has 4 movement, plus 2 power. You may move the target villain in your space up to 2 spaces. So I can get him there and then move it. The problem is we won't be with him anymore. That's kind of the problem. I would move him 2 spaces and then we won't be there anymore. I can move this one 2 spaces, but that's going to put him closer, right? He wants to go after 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the same, so I would be pushing him 3 spaces closer. Oh, 5 watchers and 5 likes. We're already through. We have got the... Well, actually, mine currently says 6, although I think there were more before that at some point. I think people just forget because I don't know why, and I mentioned this before, when you go into a live stream, it pops up the chat immediately instead of, the other way around. All right. Yeah, I guess we're just going to move 2. 1, 2. Well, I have 4. So we're gonna move. We're all joining together. See if we can take him out. Did I get my assist card? No, I did not. I got 3 weakness cards. And he's going to make us all lose a punch. So, nothing happens. Everybody loses a punch. Punch. This is definitely a loss. I can tell you that. I don't even know if I want to go through the rest of the deck to get it. Because if he just keeps making us lose punches, we won't ever have enough punches to do anything. Destroy in our space. There's no cards in our space. And then he moves 1. Really doesn't matter because it's the same distance. So he's moving there. And then gain a weakness. There are no weaknesses. First spot, lowest card. Equipment, Wonder Woman shield. Ongoing defense. Discard this card from play, or discard a card with a cost of 1 or greater from your hand to avoid an attack. Okay. So, Jessica. Nothing. And the most she would have been able to do would have been give 3, but he's got 10 hit points. So move 2, nothing. Another player can move 1 space, nothing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, no assists. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to have the assist combo I need to be able to do 10 damage. Let's see here. Here. Blue Beetle. And then he moves. Nothing, nothing, nothing. This is the only one. Everybody has to discard a punch. Discard a punch. I guess if I would have moved him 2 spaces off and then held him there, then we wouldn't all be discarding a punch. Maybe I should have thrown him. All right. This will go here. Yeah, they treat Aquaman a 3. A 3. Like Batman 6, Superman 7, Aquaman 3. All right. Yeah. Nothing. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna call this because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I don't think there's any way I'm ever gonna be able to get 10. I can't move him. Discard a punch. Discard a punch. No punch. Move him again. And then 1 card. Go here. Yeah, because like with Wonder Woman, half the time I've not had anything to be able to even get her to move. Yeah, so he has nothing but weaknesses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I'm just gonna call it. I don't know where. There he is. So there's the other one. So I would have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turns to defeat both of them. He's 9 hit points. He's 10 hit points. I never even get close to that in terms of power in a single game. So let's go ahead and flip over to the first impressions. First impressions. First thing are the components. The components are good. They've been making this game for a long time. I imagine they know what they're doing, and they've you know, the art, the graphics, the iconography, everything's pretty clear there. There were some rules ambiguities, and I just didn't have enough time to look through it with what they meant by space. And again, I assume that's because it's the space I'm physically occupying, so that's the way I've been playing it. Same thing when it said destroy a card in my space. Are the cards on those 2 locations considered in my space, or was it only the lineup spaces? That I didn't know. The card art is great. I'm guessing, I don't know if these are commissioned for this, or if it's from the comics. I don't recognize it one way or the other. But yeah, I do like that. But yeah, the components are fine. You do get the nice little tracker here. The insert, you know, insert isn't bad in here, right? There you go. You get the nice little hidden envelopes that you can reuse. So all in all, components are fine. The mechanics. So the main thing is the deck building, right? And then what this adds is, of course, the extra movement, so you move around and do things. The aspect of having to be in a location to buy something is kind of unique. Having to chase the villains or stop the villains from getting their locations to prevent everybody from taking damage is unique. The thing is like at a certain point, it didn't matter what the villains were doing. Like I got the ones that had a weakness that didn't impact me. Now there are probably other villains that do things. Same thing as Eradicator getting to the location and everybody destroys a card in their space stopped being of any use. Now I don't know if that's normal or just the randomness of how he did. The different heroes, yeah, the different heroes feel different. They each have a different superpower, but they seem very situational, right? Jessica was playing 3 of the same card. The thing is, of the same type. So right here, it says like move. This one's just a hero card. I don't know if that's considered a type though. I don't know what all. Oh, or this is a starter card. So I might have missed that a couple times because this is a starter card type. This is a basic card type, equipment card type. So some of them seem very situational. And then there were points where I was like, okay, move the villains away, but like I wouldn't have been able to do anything. Like what would moving them have done? Now the only thing moving would have done was on this particular guy, if I would have moved him, we could have stopped him in another location, so he wouldn't have lost the punches, but I don't think that would have made that big of a difference. On average, I might have lost 2 punches of the 10 I needed total, and I wasn't anywhere near 10 to do that. And I think that's part of it too, is like you have to get these better cards. So this one here adds 4 power, and then 1 additional power for each villain in your space, right? So this is basically a 5 power card when you're trying to defeat a villain. 7 cost card though. Couldn't even get up to 7. So I don't know how that works. And I think that's one of the things is in most deck builders, right? You have a spot where you can pick up a cheap card, like a 2 cost card. This doesn't have that. It's a 3 cost card, and you have to be in a very specific location to buy them. Again, that's all part of the planning and gameplay. The difficulty, I don't feel like it would be difficult. I feel like for this training scenario, right, the special training scenario they didn't tune it correctly, right? They should have said only include villains with less than X amount of hit points. The 2 bad guys that came out, he's 9, he's 10. His attack is pass a card from your hand to the discard pile of a player on your left. So he's basically making your cards go to somebody else, is what he's doing. But if we look, Bane is only 6, right? As a villain that he didn't get into play. Poison Ivy's a 6. These are regular villains. The Joker's a 7. Black Manta's a 7. Master's Disaster's a 5, right? I feel like for at least for this training scenario, to make it easy on new players, they should have told you to only include like the 4s and the 5s, the lower level villains, and a certain number, because that's the other thing, right? Is this had to all be shuffled together. The second thing is, I mean, this kind of goes in difficulty and fun it too. I think this game being 3 players that you do in the turn sequence, the villain after each turn, really makes this harder than it needs to be because you don't have any time to plan. And for example, Wonder Woman was standing on top of Grundy for multiple turns, and the game tells you to do that, right? It only had me read a couple pages for this tutorial, right? And one of them said, don't make them move. All right, so not to make them moves means I'm going to stand on top of them. So that means Wonder Woman stood on top of Grundy for multiple turns, taking weakness card after weakness card after weakness card. That seems a little bit unbalanced, right? In the way that would work, because otherwise it's, I let him go, which we did, and then everybody was taking weakness cards. So it's the Oprah Winfrey, you get a weakness, you get a weakness, everybody gets weakness, right? And yeah, I don't feel like that is, I don't feel like that is properly balanced. Same thing is with this deck, right? This is a half deck. This isn't even a full deck. If you had other super villains coming in here, because again, the threat track goes all the way up to 5. Once it gets to 5, you have additional 3 turns to defeat the 5th villain. Same thing with an attack. If there's no hero, when it attacks a hero, it actually does damage to the location, right? Which would have happened because we were actually in this location for a while. Yeah, what it says. Okay, if you do not avoid the attack of the supervillain in the destination, deal 1 damage to that location. So we would have to avoid the attacks, which means that this location actually would have had like way too many destruction tokens. I don't even know how many it takes to destroy a location because it's not important for the tutorial. They didn't tell me about it. So I feel like 2 is probably better than 3. I couldn't even imagine 4. Like, I don't know if you guys can imagine 4. 4 meant that then Wonder Woman would have been taking 3 weaknesses every turn between her turn. And then she wouldn't have been able to defeat Grundy for multiple turns because he's a 7, right? And because he's a 7, she wasn't able to buy anything to get her up to 7. So by the time she would have finally probably been able to attack him, she would have had the entire weakness deck in her hand. I feel like there's something either I missed, you guys gotta let me know in the comments, or something broken with that aspect of the attack there and staying on top of them. Now, yeah, staying on top of Eradicator, no big deal. Can stand there all day long, right? Because he's just making you destroy a non-villain card in your space. And if I played space correctly, he'd be the only thing in my space, right? Maybe a random hero card pops up and okay, fine, it gets destroyed. That doesn't impact me. It doesn't impact my deck building that much. So last thing is the theme. I mentioned in the beginning, I like DC. I don't mind DC. I've read the comics. I've watched the TV shows and the movies and the cartoons and all that stuff. So I like DC well enough. This is a theme. It's the only reason I would have picked it up is because of the theme. If this wasn't DC, if it was just some random fantasy or something, I probably wouldn't have picked it up. Did I feel thematic doing what I was doing? I don't know. Do the abilities feel thematic? Not really. Like, why is Wonder Woman assist? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Flash having extra movement, sure, I guess that makes sense. Jessica Cruz, I mean, I don't know what else you would give a Green Lantern. The other options were Aquaman. Each time you play a superpower during your turn, target player puts a card that costs 4 or less from the discard pile on the bottom of their deck. Batman, each time you avoid attack or defeat a villain, target player reveals the top card of their deck and be destroyed. So again, that's very situational. You need to be able to avoid the attacks. If you play 2 or more different equipment during your turn, move 1 plus 2 power. So yeah, that's easy. Just focus on equipment cards. Baz, Simon Baz, he's got a teddy bear. That's cute. During your turn, if you play 3 or more different types, draw a card. So that's the same as Cruz. Well, that's junk. Don't play both Green Lanterns at the same time. Superman, once during your turn, +1 power for each villain in your space. So it's kind of like his regular card. He gets more powerful if there's more villains, I guess. He's like the Hulk. He gets stronger. Wonder Woman as assist might be, yeah, maybe. There we go, guys. If this is for you, links are always down below. It may not link directly to this game because sometimes I forget to do that, but it does go out to Amazon. Amazon affiliates give it a little bit of money. I will be starting the campaign on this. So, of course, let me know down in the comments, should I do solo, true solo with the ally, 2-player? Again, I don't think I'm going to play 3. That's why I did this first with a 3-player. I didn't want to start off my campaign with 3 and then be stuck with it. 2, I think, would be fine. Because I know how the ally works, but I don't think it would. The only benefit of true solo is the villains, I think, only going once between each turn. So it's me, them, me, them, me, them. And then I just choose the assist with the allies being there. So, and I might have played that assist completely wrong the entire game, I almost imagine. But let me know down in the comments, any rules, mistakes, any suggestions for the upcoming campaign. This will probably, because this took about an hour and a half, this will probably be an evening campaign, not a daytime campaign. I was hoping I could knock it out as a daytime campaign, but I think it's going to be an evening campaign, so I have more time. But yeah, that's that. If you want to help los niños, para los niños, and Children's Miracle Network Hospitals, of course, we always have a link down below, link in the chat, to Extra Life Charities. Appreciate all the donations we've gotten. We are still back there in the corner calling for charity, so you can get some free games. Yesterday, I put up 4 packs of Magic TMNT, so you can go out to Extra Life, donate 20 bucks, and get 4 packs of Magic cards if you like Magic and TMNT. But that's it, guys. Until next time. Peace.